Well, we are here at the Thalia Spanish Theatre in Sunnyside, Queens, and this theater has been around for the past 45 years, and it truly celebrates Hispanic heritage throughout the year, not just this month, and that's because it's one of New York's only bilingual theaters. With more on that, I want to actually bring in the artistic director, Angel Gil-Oriol. So tell me a little bit about this theater. 45 years, how did it start? How did it come to this community?
Well, it was founded by an actress and director from Cuba, Silvia Brito. And we've been here 45 years. We've done 243 productions, and actually we have just received 243 awards, not only locally but also nationally and internationally.
Wow, 243 awards.
Including a Latin Grammy, the Governor's Arts Award, and the Mayor's Arts and Culture Award. Yes.
So Angel, tell me a little bit. I know you are the artistic director. You pick the productions that come through. This is a bilingual theater. So for somebody sitting at home, tell me about that when you talk about different plays, different musicals that take place here. How do you differentiate which ones will be bilingual, and how does that work?
Well, we usually do 5 productions a year. 3 or 4 are musicals, and 1 or 2 are plays, comedies or dramas. We do them with bilingual casts. Therefore, we alternate performances. Some days are in English, and some days are in Spanish. Usually, it's the same cast of actors who play on both languages, but sometimes, depending on the complexity of the work, then a cast do the play in English and the other in Spanish.
But you were telling me that the musicals are usually always in Spanish.
Yeah, because mostly the musicals are Hispanic musicals based on flamenco music or tango. And what we do is, from time to time, also is to put the overtitles of the lyrics in English that way, because they must be sung in Spanish.
The subtitles, right, so people can follow along. Yeah. And I know that you were mentioning that this weekend, one of the shows is going to be a comedy, a comedian that's going to be here, and a magician. And in that case, he's going to sort of go back and forth from English to Spanish. Tell me about that.
Yes, in this case, yes, because he's a stand-up comedy magician, Alberto Herrera, who comes from Colombia. And he's going to do the weekend 4 performances. And in this case, yes, he plays with both languages because he interacts with the audience all the time. So depending, as it's a mix of audience, American and Hispanic, then he addresses them in the language they prefer.
And one of the plays just wrapped. It's called Life Lessons. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, this has been the world premiere of Life Lessons, Lecciones de Vida. It's a great dramedy by one of the best contemporary playwrights of Spain, Eduardo Galán, who came from Madrid for the premiere over here. It's been 8 weeks and has been a big success. And now it's going to be produced in Spain, in Madrid.
That's amazing, Angel. It's going to be produced in Madrid. So tell me, you know, obviously that impact is going across the world, but what is the impact of having this bilingual theater here in Queens? I know you were saying that there's 9 across New York, rather. Yeah. But what is the impact here in Queens?
Well, we have, yes, 9 Hispanic theaters in New York, 7 in Manhattan, 1 in the Bronx, and we're the only one in Queens. And yes, been here for 45 years and doing it on both languages. That way, you know, the Hispanic audience from 22 countries can see it in Spanish, but also because the young generation speak English very well, they want to see it in English. And also, you know, because especially with the musicals, the flamenco and tango, and people from all over the world loves Latino music and dance. So when we do musicals, we have 50% of the audience is Hispanic, and the other 50 is from all over the world.
Right,
yeah.
Right. Well, thank you so much for speaking to us. As you mentioned, there's such a great way to spread the language as well as the education about the culture throughout the year, not just this month during Hispanic Heritage Month. If you want more information about some of the incredible productions that take place here at the Thalia Spanish Theatre in Sunnyside, Queens, you can head online for more information. We are reporting from Sunnyside, Queens. I'll send it back to you.